Hello, xin chào, this is Van Ho, and I'm created this multiple videos series to share with you one of the most often question or requests from our viewers, which is how do we celebrate our holidays, especially our New Year, which is also called Lunar New Year. So, are you ready?
But first, how would you like an ongoing supply of free reports, helpful resources and unique cultural insights for meeting, dating and marrying a Vietnamese woman? Too easy. Just take a quick moment to subscribe. And click the bell icon. And you'll never miss out again.
I just want to clarify with you something that is not that we have been ignoring your request or your question related to our New Year, but because it wasn't the time yet, so now it is the time because our Vietnamese people are getting ready and really excited to celebrate our New Year, which is also called Lunar New Year because it is calculated by the lunar calendar. So most of the time, our New Year will fall into the end of January or the first week or second week of February. It depends on the calendar. It's changing somehow. Okay, so that's the reason why today I'm created this first video in my Vietnamese traditional dress called áo dài, and that's why you can see all the flowers around me. Because that's also represent our New Year is coming and we are celebrating our New Year. Alex and I, we actually just clean up our Christmas tree and Christmas decoration, and we are about to put this New Year's flowers and the decorations on in our house. So we definitely, if you would like to know more into detail how I do that, then please don't hesitate to put it out in the comment section, and then I will create a video specifically on that details on that topic for you to share with you because I don't want to overwhelm our audience about too much information. Okay, so basically on this multiple videos series, I'm gonna share with you some general information related to the way we celebrate our New Year instead of going on really in detail into each one of them. Okay, unless you ask for it, then I would definitely do that. Okay, and for Asian people, most of the Asian cultures, especially for Vietnamese culture as well, we believe that red and yellow and gold will bring good luck. So this is another things that we celebrate for our New Year's. And so for most of the Vietnamese women, especially for those Vietnamese people, the Vietnamese people who are living outside of Vietnam, we do celebrate 2 New Years per year. So it's a lot to celebrate. And of course, there would be some differences because we live outside of Vietnam, so there are many things that we kind of leave it off because we do our best to accommodate, to compensate with our tradition and our culture as much as possible, but with our best possibility, with our best resources. So therefore, I will also definitely share with you those differences as well. I'm probably gonna share with you the first 3 things because there are there are 8 different things that we do in order to prepare for the celebration for our New Year. So today I'm gonna share with you the first 3 first as a reminder for those of you who are in a relationship or looking into a serious relationship and even a marriage with a Vietnamese woman, then you must pay attention to these videos and these cultures and traditions that I'm about to share with you. So that's where you can best, understanding, and you can, especially you can also please your in-laws, your future in-laws, family, or or if you live in the US or outside of Vietnam, you can help your lady to give her the best, her and her family the best memory, create long-lasting and priceless memories along together. Okay, so I highly recommend that, because I myself, even though Alex, as Alex been sharing with you, that he is Vietnamese, but he was born in Laos, and he came to the US when he was only 6 or 7 years old. Therefore, and then his family wasn't too much into the tradition, because they had to use more of the Laos and then Vietnamese and then the US. And because he left, he was on his own. He was living on his own since he was like 18, and he been pretty much Americanized, very much Americanized. And when I met him, I kind of had to introduce him into the Vietnamese culture and traditions all over again. And he never been back in Vietnam. So that's why I asked him to be on some of the videos, so he can share with you more like as a Western guy, or like English speaking man, even though he's Vietnamese. Yes. And he getting better. So I hope that you would do the same. And I'm so happy that he has been willing to accommodate me to wear some traditional dress, the áo dài, the man Vietnamese traditional dress, and taking picture with me, go get and participate in some of the cultures and traditions. Okay, so I highly recommend that if you can, do your best to participate with your lady and her families, if her family is around. Okay, so you will definitely gonna have a really, really great impression with her family and herself. And of course, you from there you can have a long-lasting, happy relationship or marriage. Right now, we are on the second week of the last month of lunar calendar. Okay, so basically almost like December of your calendar, Western calendar. And the first thing that that we started to do is like the third week of the month, which is on the 23rd. What we do is, in Vietnam, we do believe that the land that we live on, or if you have your house built on, or if you have your business, that the building or the land, the ground that you are working on or have your business on, we do have what we call is the land genie. Genie. He's supposed to take care, give you a good environment, give you a good vibe, or what we say sometimes is also related to feng shui, for your business or for your happiness in your family, for your the flow in the family. So we do pay the respect to him. And if you pay attention now, since I share this with you, and you can start pay attention now. If you go to any Asian, most of the Asian restaurant or businesses or market, or Vietnamese as well, businesses or houses, you will see, like, as soon as you step in the door, you will see there's a little altar, either in wood, they put that land genie sitting there with a fan, a paper fan. I have it downstairs. I will bring it into. Why saying this? I will also put in some of the pictures so you have the clearer idea what I'm talking about. So we pay respect to him every morning when we open the shop or the business, then we or the house for the good vibe in the family or in the business. Okay, and then on the 23rd, we also Vietnamese culture, we also believe in kitchen. There's a god, we call him kitchen god, and according to the sharing, the old saying, he has two wives. Therefore, if I'm not talking to you as a stove right now, but in the Vietnamese culture, some of the countryside or in the village, small towns, they still using it, but not in the cities, because now we are in the cities, in the big cities, or outside of Vietnam, we only use electrical and gas stove, but we still worship the kitchen god. We still believe in that. So we believe that because he got his two wives, so therefore 3 legs. So if you look into the tradition, traditional stove, and light it up with the wood stick, right? To cook, to do the cooking, right? So we will buy some fresh fruit and some Vietnamese candies and cookies, and we do praying because on the 23rd, the 23rd of the last month of lunar calendar, we believe that he's supposed to go to up on the cloud to meet with the God, the Asian, that we believe the Asian God there, to share what our family or what our business have done, how we behave and all that, what happened throughout the year until that moment, right? So, and then from there, the God will say, okay, so we have been good, so He gonna give us the upcoming years with more goodness, more happiness, more success, vice versa, like that. Okay, and then on the 29th of that month, then we do another small ceremony like that at our stove in the kitchen, to ask Him to come back to our kitchen and stay there and help us to keep our kitchen warm, our family, good vibe for the whole year. Okay, so that is one of the tradition. And then the second tradition is that it's more popular, it's still more common in the smaller towns or villages. And some of the small community or neighborhoods in the big cities in Saigon or Hanoi, where some families, they still doing their best to keep that, because it's more like the way for us to, for that, either you have big family, or for the neighbors or the community or the village or the town get together and spend time together, and the kid plays around, and then all the adult will get together to make some what our Vietnamese call the Vietnamese rice cake. It takes a lot of work, and it does require a lot of techniques and skills to make a really good form and well done and tasteful. You can put it on the altar for the tradition during the New Year celebration. Okay, there's the 2 different shape of it. I will share with you the picture. The one from the north, they do it more like a square one with a banana leaf outside, and then some rice cake in the middle. There's some pork with some fat in there, and green bean. And for those vegetarian, we do the banana in the middle, okay, and with the banana leaf. And it takes a few days to cook it, to cook it to be done. And in the southern side, we actually not making it as a square shape, but we do it more like a longer one and more round. And the same in the middle, cover with rice, sweet rice, and then with banana leaves as well. And then it require a big huge pot with some water and put in there. And to make it really good, we normally would get it, like now in the US or outside Vietnam, we do it with a big gas stove. But in Vietnam, they do it with the wooden one. So it may take a couple days for it to be done to cook, because we want to keep it steaming. We don't want to cook it with the high flame, okay, because it's gonna dry the waters. So it's require a really detailed and skillful techniques to make it really, really good, taste good, well cooked, and still really tight. So so you can try it in some of the Asian markets. If you live somewhere in Asian markets, try some, you will like it. It's not as sweet though. We call it cake, but it's not sweet, okay? So that's the way for, like most of the time, some families get together and cook it. But now in the country, in the big cities, or in the US or outside Vietnam like this, we normally, my family, we just buy it from the Asian markets, or our friends, they do cook it and then they sell it, and we will get it and bring it and put it in the altar or on the table where we display the fruits and the cakes and the stuff for our New Year. Okay, so that's another thing that we're gonna celebrate. And then the last one that I'm gonna share with you for our preparation for the New Year is the same with the way the Western people or Christian people celebrate Christmas, in which we clean up the whole house. We ask all our family members come and help to clean up, like inside out the house and the altar, and make it all shiny, window blinds and all that. We clean it up. It had to be done a couple of days prior to the New Year's Eve day. Okay, so that's the three things that I want to share with you today, because I don't want to make this video too long for you. And there's one thing that I forgot to mention, is that we Vietnamese people celebrate our New Year, which we call Lunar New Year, as the biggest holiday, biggest ceremony, celebration throughout the whole year. Just like most of the Western people or Christian people, they celebrate Christmas. Especially Western countries, they celebrate Christmas, where like almost 10 days, 2 weeks. In Vietnam, the same way, we celebrate is for at least 2 weeks or so. Years ago, when I was growing up, we tend to celebrate it much longer, a few days longer. But now it's depend, because of the Vietnam country has been growing and developing, so we have Western people come in and Western cultures and traditions come in, and because of the requirements that the companies or the jobs or the career that have to relate it with the Western countries or Western companies or corporates, so some places have to cut it short, but most likely it should be at least 10 days or 2 weeks of celebration. Okay, so it's really, really long celebration, and it's just a lot of fun. It's much more fun. It's much more many more traditions and things that we do when at the time I was growing up. Now we try to simplify, especially for those of us who live outside Vietnam. We try to simplify it. We still try to keep as much as possible and compensated all the tradition, all the requirements, and the cultures as much as possible. But we also try to simplify as much as we can to accommodate with the environment. And because here in the US we don't get days off like that, many days off like that for our New Year. So like I said, we just try to blend it in and do the best we can. So again, I'm gonna end this video today with the first three things I'm sharing with you for our celebration. The first one is we pay respect to our land Genie, and also pay respect to what we call our kitchen god. Okay, cleaning up the house inside out, up and down, the whole house clean up. And then the third thing is that we do some cooking some rice cake, some Vietnamese traditional rice cake cooking, and it's from have two different shapes of the cake from the north and the south. So that's it for today, and thanks so much for your times, and thanks for watching. And again, if you want to know a little more specific about which part of all the 8 things that I'm sharing with you to prepare for the Lunar Vietnamese New Year, then please don't hesitate to put it down in the comment. We would do our best to create more videos specifically to your request related to our New Year, our Vietnamese New Year celebration for you, okay? Because this is the time, and I feel like the New Year is coming really soon here, even though it's about almost 3 weeks away. Okay, so, and last but not least, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you won't miss out on any upcoming excited videos that we created for you. Okay, and again, this is Man Ho, and thank you so much. Thanks for your time, and thanks for sharing, thanks for your feedback. I see you on the next video. Xin chào tạm biệt, bye bye, hẹn gặp lại.